Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Awad Dost, which means friends, a voice of a friend. So today's topic is scientists of the golden age of Islam. Okay, if you have come to this vlog through my website, abdulhaq.com.pk, which I started about 2 years ago and which has more than 200,000 visits now, then there is no need of introducing myself. However, if you are new to this vlog, there I should introduce myself a little so that you know about me. So I will share some slides which will help my introduction. So this is my website, abdulhaq.com.pk. I have already mentioned about it. This is a summary of my administrative career. I will not go in detail. This is a summary of my scientific career. Again, I will not go in details. But you can see that I have supervised more than 12 PhD students, 17 MPhil students. I have reviewed more than 200 HEC projects, and I have been a consultant to an American firm for 2 years. Besides my scientific career, I have been working on other topics also, and these are my religious books, Khulasa Tafasir Quran. This is a summary of some major tafasir which I have prepared for a beginner. I have excluded all detail discussions. Only the matter directly related to Quran is included. It takes me about 10 years to complete. And there is Quranic verses, commands, and guidelines for everyday life. We will make it a topic in one of my coming vlogs. And verses of the Holy Quran related to science. This is today's topic. And I am also well known as a travelogue writer. These books are all in Urdu. First is Main Hazir Hoon. This is about my Hajj travel. Then Uran Khatola. This is a small travelogue of 9 different countries. It was very well received, and legendary author Mustansar Santal Sahab invited me to his house. Then Japan mein 5 saal. This is about my stay in Japan. 5 years during my PhD and postdoctorate. Then Lincoln ke desh mein. This is about my travel to US. The Arif Rang about my travel to Britain. And the latest is Mashq se ubarte hue Suraj ko zara dekh. This is about my travel to Malaysia. One book I have failed to mention here is Jannat-e-Arzi Mein Chand Roz. This is about my travel to Gilgit-Baltistan. Besides that, I have written a biography of my late father, Dr. Abdul Hamid, who I think was a really great person. Its name is Minar-e-Noor. I have also a book on poetry, Kalam-e-Sada, and I have written a book on scientists of the golden age of Islam. That is the topic of this vlog. These are some of the cuttings from the national press about my travelogues. Then their theses have been written on my travelogues. MNBB from GC University Lahore wrote her uh, MS thesis on my travelogue Jannat Azim Chandros, and Mr. Abdul Samad from Saraj University of Science and Information Technology, Peshawar, is working for his MPhil collectively on all my travelogues. I am also regularly writing blogs on my website. These are some of the topics. As we move on, I will have vlogs on all these topics. So, to start with, I have selected these four fields for my vlogs. First is my experiences and observations in different countries of the world. I have started from Japan, where I lived for 5 years, and then Science and Holy Quran. This is a series of vlogs, and then the Scientists of Golden Age of Islam. And there are miscellaneous topics. I can talk on any topic which I will think will be interesting for my viewers. Okay, so this was all about my introduction. Now let us come to today's topic, that is scientists of the golden age of Islam. So history is a flowing river. There are ups and downs, and for every civilization. Currently, the Western civilization is dominating, especially in the field of science and technology. The Islamic golden age of science and technology was just as brilliant and dominant. Students and scholars from all over the world converged on Islamic universities for centuries, even in days of wars between Muslims and other faiths, for example, crusades. Books written by Muslim scholars and scientists were standard textbooks in Europe for many years. Unfortunately, the Islamic golden age of science and technology has been thrown into obscurity deliberately by Western media, which has propagated false information, highlighting Western scientists as inventors or discoverers in almost every field where credit actually belongs to Muslim scientists. It is so sad that even sources of information in Muslim countries have almost completely ignored the Islamic golden age of science and technology under the influence of Western media. We should not feel overawed or dismayed, and the renaissance of the Islamic golden age of sciences and technology is possible. We should work hard to achieve this goal. So I will start with an overview of Muslim scientists of the golden age of Islam. Subsequently, I will talk in detail about the eminent Muslim scientists. Okay. So here are some examples of how wrong information has been circulated and everyone believes it to be true. For example, the microbes were first described by Akshamsuddin, not Leeuwenhoek. Then blood circulation was first described by Ibn Nafis, not Harvey. First person to fly was Abbas ibn Farnas and not Wright brothers. So let us start with an overview before going into details. Let us start from Arab scientists. Abbas ibn Farnas, he was the first man to attempt a flight. I shall talk in detail about him in coming episodes. Abu Kamil is considered the first mathematician to systematically use and accept irrational numbers as solutions and coefficients to equations. His mathematical techniques were later adopted by Fibonacci, thus allowing Abu Kamil an important part in introducing algebra to Europe. Abu Nasr al-Farabi, who is known in Latin as Alpharabius, he is acknowledged as the founder of Islamic political philosophy. Then al-Batani, also known as al-Batagenius, he was an astronomer, astrologer, and mathematician. He is considered to be the greatest and most famous of the astronomers of the medieval Islamic world. Next is Al-Zawari. Al-Zahrawi is known as Albucasis in the West. He was an Arab Andalusian physician, surgeon, and chemist. He is considered to be the greatest surgeon of the Middle Ages. He has been referred to as the father of modern surgery. I shall talk in detail about him in coming episodes. Next is Al Zarqali. He was an Arab maker of astronomical instruments and an astrologer. The crater Arzakal on the moon is named after him. Hunayn ibn Ishaq, he was the most productive translator of Greek medical and scientific treatises in his days. He studied Greek and became known as the Sheikh of the translators. He mastered four languages: Arabic, Syriac, Greek, and Persian. Next is Ibn al-Batar. He was a physician, botanist, pharmacist, and scientist. His main contribution was to systematically record the additions made by Islamic physicians in the Middle Ages, which added between 300 and 400 types of medicines to the 1,000 previously known since antiquity. And Ibn al-Hassam is known as Al-Hazan in the West and is referred to as the father of modern optics. His most influential work is titled Kitab-e-Manazir, written during 10,011 to 10,021 AD. His work was frequently cited during the scientific revolution by Isaac Newton, Johannes Kepler, Christian Huygens, and Galileo Galilei. I'll talk in detail about him in coming episodes. Then Ibn, Ibn Basal is best known for his book on agronomy, the Divan al Filaha, an anthology of husbandry. Next is Ibn Khaldun. He was a sociologist, philosopher, and historian, widely acknowledged to be one of the greatest social scientists of the Middle Ages. He is considered as the father of historiography, sociology, economics, and demography. demographic studies. I shall talk in detail about him in coming episodes. Then Al Kindi. He was a philosopher, mathematician, physician, and music theorist. He is hailed as the father of Arab philosophy. Then Ibn Hafiz. He is known for being the first to describe the pulmonary circulation of the blood. The work of Ibn al-Nafis regarding the right-sided, that is pulmonary circulation, predates the later work of William Harvey's De Motu Cordis. I shall talk in detail about him in coming episodes. Then Ibn Rushd, also known as Averroes. He wrote on many subjects and authored more than 100 books and treatises. His philosophical works include numerous commentaries on Aristotle, for which he was known in the Western world as the commentator and father of rationalism. I shall talk about him in coming detail, him in detail in coming episodes. So next topic is in the next vlog. I will continue with this overview. Thank you.